Hey guys, so in today's video I'm gonna show you how to replace the changeover valve hose in the Dyson UP14. So this is a model that's got the two-tiered cyclone assembly, and it's called the Big Ball or the Kinetic Big Ball. So this is going to be very specific to this model, because the other changeover hose videos are on the different models are not the same procedures. So as you noticed here, I just removed the dirt cup and cyclone assembly and the nozzle. I had already removed this clip, but yours is going to have a clip on there. Just take the clip off, and then you can take the nozzle off, and then you can get started. The tools that you're going to need will be a Phillips head screwdriver and a Torx T8 driver. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to remove the ball shell and the filter on both sides. Now, I've already actually done that on this side, so you can tear it down to where it looks like that. And that is going to be a Phillips head screwdriver. Now, technically, these are a posi drive, so if you happen to have the posi drive, the heads look like Phillips head, but they got this extra little indentation here. But a Phillips head works just fine. So go ahead and take the ball shell screw out and set that aside. And then we're going to remove these screws here, okay? Then the filter just lifts up. It's a good time to go ahead and check your filters. If you're seeing a lot of dust leakage around this seal here and around this connection, you probably want to think about replacing these filters. They're not cheap. All right, now you can see the changeover hose. You want to go ahead and pop this wheel assembly back, and that's going to expose the first screw right here. Now you're going to notice I already put the new hose in, but I realized I didn't properly point out all the screws, so I wanted to reshoot just so I could give you guys better details here. So once you've popped it back, you're going to take out this small screw with your T8 screwdriver, and then flip it around, and if you pivot this part here, you'll see your other one. There's another T8 screw here that you're going to take out, and then pop it back, and there's one more right here on this side. So there's two on this side, and there's going to be one on this side. What we need to do next is we need to disengage this spring. So if you can see this spring right here, we need to pop it off of that holder there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a pair of needle nose pliers, and I'm just going to grab it and force it this way. See if I can get it to pop off that holder. It's a little bit of a weird angle because that plastic piece is in the way. Okay, there you go. Now we can just lift this piece up, and you can pull this piece out like that. So this is like the pivot assembly, which helps align this hose. Next, you're just going to lift this hose out like that, and then from the inside, what we're going to do is we're going to open up this little door here, and right inside of here is the hose. Okay, so you can take a small blade screwdriver and just basically pry it to get it to sort of pop out. Okay, so I got it pushed out of place, and now I'm going to be able to lift this up and pull it out. Now you want to pay attention to how you pull this hose out. And you can see how bad it was split here, and actually it was split on both sides. So you want to pay attention to how you pull this hose out. There's two little holes going through this, and there's one that's longer and one that's shorter. The shorter one is going to be going through this post, which should be up when you install it, okay? So get your new hose and face it in the right direction as you're going to feed it in. So you can see the shorter side is here. We're going to feed it in this direction so that it's going to go in like this, okay? Now, first you want to feed in the hose like this, and I'm reaching in through this here, and I'm kind of pulling, I'm grabbing the inside of this, and I'm trying to pull it up into that spot, okay? I'm going to show you, there's a ridge. There's a ridge right there, and that ridge is going to catch the underside of this piece here, okay? So that's what you're looking for to make sure that you get it installed properly. So it takes some, you know, finagling a little bit, but you can get it in without having to take the machine apart, you know, too much. So, and then make sure you're dropping this small hole through that top post, and then you can see here I've got this hose almost in the right spot. It's got to be pulled up just a little bit more, but I can just reach in there with my thumb and just pull it right up in place. Okay, so there we go. We got it in place, and I'm going to just show you what it looks like. So you shouldn't see any seam, any major gaps right here. Okay. Reinstall this this bracket piece, and I'm going to move this spring. I'm probably going to, let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to install it first through the post. So you have your two posts here that are going to be going through this one and this one. Okay, and so we're going to drop it down in place, and we've got to kind of lift. You see, I have to lift these pieces up a bit to just move them out of the way so we can get it aligned. So move this out of the way a bit and then drop it down in there. Okay. And you can see here it's moving nice and freely back and forth. And that's what you want. All right, so next we got to get that spring, and we're hooking it back onto this little post right here. So there's a little post that's going to hold that spring. So I'm going to grab the pliers here. I'm going to come in from this side. All right, so once you got that spring in, go ahead and just pop these wheels back, and then that'll expose this area where you can put that small screw in. Then you can flip it over here. Just rotate this back like that, and then you can put the other screw back in here. I've already put them in. And then this vacuum did come in already taken apart to a certain point, and it came in with an extra short screw, and I'm thinking that it goes here. Once you've got all your screws in, just do one final test to make sure everything is functioning. If you happen to have taken this hose out, I will show you how to do that real quick. It's not too difficult, but basically the way this installs is it goes inside of here, and it catches on these two little tabs on the top side, and then the bottom side is going to catch right here. And I like to do it with this, with it like this. So if you pop these rear wheels back, then you'll have plenty of space to insert this and just pop it in like that. Okay, and then what you're going to do is slide this through, and then it pulls up and installs right there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to put these screws back in, put the filter back on. While I'm doing that,